was talking about, you know, and you know, I really enjoy that elders the videos. I watch him probably one of the most watched brothers I watch. And he was speaking about the messiness of this the ministry, and um, I haven't by no means have I been around as long as that brother, but I can remember. Um, the elders back in the Daily Motion days, the first time I really heard it, where they would make the statement that the Lord, they would like, the Lord loves controversy. And when you obey, you just in the spirit, you just soaking this stuff up. You're like, yeah, God, excitement. Until your ass start to get in motion. And then you really understand like that you live that statement, man. So like what the elder was saying is like, it's true. You know, the scriptures say two things the scriptures say in 1 Corinthians the 14th chapter that what the author is not the author of confusion. And also the scripture also says, I think it's the same chapter, I think it's 1 Corinthians 14, a few verses apart, that the Lord is not the author of confusion, and also let all things be done decently and in order. Those are two things that are the spirit of the Lord. But even within that, within our realm, even though it may look like confusion, it's never confusion. That's where the faith in the spirit has to kick in. Because sometimes it can look like a big fucking ball of mess and confusion, and you just like tumbling. It might feel like you tumbling, like the Lord threw you in the dryer. You just tumbling. Like, what the fuck? You bouncing on your head, your ass? Like, am I breakdancing? But the Lord had it all figured out and written. It's all written out. So even though it seems messy, it looks messy, it's actually in order because of the Lord's bird's eye viewpoint of looking down on it. The fact that it was already written to be so. So again, if you come into this ministry or you come into the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, even if you're not a teacher, you're just a person in your own life, the Lord is going to, your life is going to be almost like it's a movie. Jake love to say that shit in the world. My life is like a movie. No, it's not. Our lives are like movies, and I say that humbly. Shit, you know what's even beyond that? Our life's not a movie. Our life is more like a novel. It's like a novel, okay? And when you think about that, there's so many turns of events and changes, and 1 minute you're over here, 1 minute you're over there, 1 minute you're living here, you're living over there, this is the woman. Hey, yeah, I'm sorry. It's just funny because it just, I don't know, a side note, sometimes, I guess I say like me and my rib, we're like we like movie buffs in a sense of TV, but sometimes the spirit will hit us in random parts of the year where we just go on a nostalgic old school, so don't judge. So on Hulu they had, I think it was Hulu, they had Family Matters, all the seasons. And a few months back, I watched the first season of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So it was nothing was on, threw it on, right? Bro, when you go back and you watch the first season of Family Matters, it's like, there's no Steve Urkel. There's the Judy is different. It's like they were just doing this. And they did the same thing with Fresh Prince. Remember, one moment you got dark-skinned Vivian, and next minute you got light-skinned Vivian. Bro, in your story, if you're Uncle Phil, you're Uncle Phil. Vivian went off the deep end and got replaced. So it'd be like, and I'm just laughing and using that as an example, that even in sitcoms, it'd be like, damn, what the fuck happened to Rara or Rollo? Rollo got a different voice. He looked different because as Hey, as the saying go, one monkey don't stop no show, man. All right. Remember in 1 Corinthians 4:9, it tells us, is that 4:9 or is it 6:9? No, that's 4:9. That we shall be a spectacle on the earth unto to men and the angels. You know, we're a spectacle. It might seem and feel as if your life is kind of plain Jane and boring, and you're like, man, what the fuck, man? You're in a uniform 90% of the time, but through the spirit, it's like we don't really gauge. And a part of that too is if you've gone through it enough, you kind of adjust. I'm not to say that there's not shit that occurs in your life that'll have you being like, man, what the fuck, man? Because that's the storyline. That's it. That's the storyline. We're characters in the Lord's massive play. This is all one big play, you brothers and sisters. It was, as Nas's album, it was already written. There is no such thing as free will. All of this that you see right now, the state of Georgia and the city of Atlanta and New York City and Houston, Texas, swingers and, gold teeth, dreads, all the shit that you think of, the Lord had already had it established. That's why Yahweh Shai is known as the father of it all. The Lord, the Yahweh gave Yahweh Shai the blueprint, and all of this was created in the spirit. Yahweh Shai and the 144,000 established this with the angels through the will of Yahweh, established all of this, and before Genesis the first chapter. When Genesis the first chapter took place, all of this began to sprout. Because why? You don't think that was a major controversy with Adam and Eve? That's a major controversy. You think Adam was like, what the fuck is this? You think he just, oh, well, she ate it. Oh, well, I ate it. Oh, well, God is mad at me. Oh, well, here's Adam and Eve. Or here's Cain and Abel. Oh, well, Cain killed Abel. Oh, well, here's Seth. Oh, well. It don't go like that. This shit is real. This ain't the Christian church, man. Okay? This ain't Christianity. This isn't the black church. And even in the black church, it's all types of madness and controversy. Niggas come over here and think they just gonna, smooth sail through the hell, man. I didn't even mean to rhyme that, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, Jake coming to the truth and think that this is where it gets better. It does get better. But the scriptures say that wisdom must try you about crooked paths. You're going to get tried, man. Scriptures say that the third shall be brought through the fire. We're in a fire. This is not a nice day at the water park. If you're a brother, or even if you're a sister in this case, because what the hell, it's rough out here. If you outside working in the heat, you out here 8, 9, 10 hours a day, man, this ain't comfortable. Heat is not comfortable. You're like, man, what the fuck, man? It's hot. I'm sweating. Shirt sticking to me. I need something to drink, man. You just in a pressed place. Imagine being in spiritual fire. We're all in the fire. Okay? So again, with that understanding, you got to understand it's going to be controversies, man. Everything ain't going to be pretty, man. Your name is not always going to be pretty, man. And your name is, that's the one thing I get when I listen to the apostles and elders, is when I listen to their historical accounts of what they were going through in One West and the house of David and, what was going on. It was nothing but controversy. Because why? They had the spirit. Everywhere the Lord went, the Lord showed us that in the book of Matthew. Everywhere he went, it was drama. Some wicked scribe and Pharisee and Sadducee trying to just pop it out of a bushel somewhere talking shit. I could just imagine. The Lord trying to enjoy a fig or something, just, peace of quiet. Here comes some big nigga popping his head out of somewhere with a goofy ass question. Like, what the fuck, man? I just wanted to enjoy my fucking fig and wine, and this nigga here is in my face. You can't see. That's why you gotta, like Apostle Gabar would say, you gotta really put yourself in the scriptures. You gotta really see when King David was becoming, I'll say it like this: when David, the son of Jesse, was becoming King David, it was a lot of controversy. It was a lot of drama. And even up until the point of him becoming king with King Saul on his ass. Drama. Pick anybody out of the scriptures and show me where it wasn't drama. Everybody dealt with drama. Everybody dealt with madness and messiness. Like, what the fuck, man? How did I even end up in this predicament? You didn't put yourself there in most cases. First of all, matter of fact, excuse me. You never put yourself in a predicament. Even when it goes good, you didn't put yourself in that predicament. The Lord still did, because the Lord is in control of it all. So the best thing we can all do when it comes to situations and scenarios and madnesses, be like, yo, what the fuck? How the hell did this happen? Just go through it, man. And I always speak on that because I'm big on that myself, man. I'm bad about this myself. Sometimes, and it might take a few days, it might take a few weeks. But you got to shake the spirit when you're in a space like that of overthinking and blaming yourself. And the biggest thing that we all do, I know I'm bad, maybe not you listening, but me, is I'll get mad at myself for just the fact of allowing myself to just be in this predicament, man. I'll just be mad. I'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with me, man? I'll be pissed the fuck off at myself. I'll be pissed off, and I'll be like not on no wanting to do shit with nobody or anybody, because I'm like in this mode of like, I fucked up and I gotta fix this shit. And I don't stay in it, but I get there. And that's something I gotta work on. I can admit that. But I'm just speaking in the spirit of, we have to understand that these scenarios, it's part of the storyline. It's just part of the storyline. It's character development. What don't kill you make you stronger. That's it. So we have to remember these things, man. What don't kill you make you stronger, and the Lord is building us up, man. Shit is tough. But it's part of the storyline, man. Okay? So yeah, like that video, everybody, oh man, we're Israel and we shouldn't be arguing, and this is Israel, and niggas in their thought process, where the fuck you get that from? But this is how like, either you're gonna hear what I'm saying and make the adjustment. And let me throw this out there too, for the sake of wisdom and balance. I'm not saying for you to go take your ass out here and create controversy and create drama and be messy and make madness. I'm not saying that either. Don't create drama. Okay? That's not what I'm saying. Salaki, I'm about to turn to my chair. All right. We're not in the spirit of creating drama. You don't create drama. That's a different story, different issue at hand. Okay? You want to, but the understanding of it all should be, the understanding should, these people are wild out here. Slack it. I'm turning into work, and these people, man, whatever is part of the story. It's part of the story. All right. Hey. Back finishing the point, and I'm gonna close up here in a second. Like I said, I don't want to feel like I'm rambling, but willingness is, edifying and bringing some understanding to a brother or sister that needs. Same thing with you women, man. I say that, I say this to my rib, and I'm not. If you a woman and you got a man and it's in this truth, you shouldn't even be listening to me. But through the spirit, I'm gonna just say this is like, even with my own woman, it be all kind of little funny bullshit, and how people treat her, and it just is part of it. Little picks, like, oh yeah, Art, she can't do this because little shit like that, controversies, and I say to her, I'm like, well, shit. This is what happens when you can't help it. You got me on you. You got my scent on you. You got my spirit on you. It's an attack. So you women as well. And even the spirit of the Lord, just like the scriptures say above just her having my spirit on her, she has the spirit, the spirit of the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And that if you in this ministry, man or woman, you're going to feel the controversy. You're going to feel it, man. You're going to feel it because why? The Lord already told us that it was going to happen, right? The Lord said that they hate not you, but they hate me. Okay? They hate the Lord, that they hate the Lord, and they hate the fact that the Lord is dealing with us, and they can smell it. They can taste it in the air when you walk in. You don't gotta see a lot of you other camps. You feel like you gotta announce to the world, hey y'all, look at these fringes in this border of blue. I'm a Hebrew Israelite, y'all. I'm a Hebrew. Yep, we're God's chosen people. And I'll be out here. You'll be out here in a button up. You could be out here in a jersey and a fitted cap, looking like Fabulous from '03. And I promise you, people gonna perceive you in the spirit as something different. And if they know a little bit, they're gonna challenge you. That's all it is. So man or woman, hell, and the children. Don't forget your children. It's just part of the walk, man. It's always gonna be some fuck shit going on. Whether it's at the job, whether it's sometimes in the ministry, sometimes in the world of Israel as a whole. The Lord do that, man. The Lord does it to stir the pot. You know how many people I've seen leave? I've seen leave the camp, leave the ministry as a whole, whether in my camp or other camps. Nah, man. That grape thing, man. I can't. Nah, man. I just can't go with it. The scripture, you don't believe this. This is what the scriptures say. You break it down to them. Nasty, gross. I can't. I remember a dude years ago that was in the main camp. I ain't got to say his name. Who know? Those that know, I know. I remember he left. He's like, man, the comments, man. I just seen what people was saying in the comments, and I was like, damn, man. So he waved the white flag. In Great Millstone. That's probably the first person I saw fall out. And I was like, oh my God, not him. Then after years of it, you'd be like, this shit's normal, man, unfortunately. All right, hold on real quick. Let me park this. Boy, working at a hospital. An institution of idiots, man. So, Salaki, I'm trying to fix my car as well as what I got going on. I apologize. Don't mean to hold you hostage without, What? I'm just gonna wait right here. And we're gonna finish this off, and then I'll deal with this if I can. But yeah, drama, controversies. There is no sitting in the back of the room of this. If you think you're just gonna be one of them, keep your eyes, you like I say, you do what you're supposed to keep your hands clean. You know what I'm saying? Keeping order, keeping the spirit. I'm not, like I said, repeating that point, reiterating that point. This is not about being a troublemaker. It's because there's scriptures that deal with that. Scriptures say, meddle not in many affairs, for you shall not basically be innocent. And that's a true statement too. I can think of figures that have been in our camp here. Every time some bullshit occurs, it's like, why the fuck is you? You was just in this shit over there. between them brothers, and some more bullshit occurring. Why are you in this mix? And some more bullshit occurring. It's like, what the fuck do you got going on? Right? So you don't want to be that person either. But at the same time, if you think you're just gonna, hey, I'm just gonna go to camp, I'm gonna do my lessons, I'm just gonna keep it about your house shy. That's how Jake be. Or think until you in the mix of this. Something gonna come up, man. Something gonna present itself in your personal life, in your business life, in your individual life, your family life, whatever life you got going on in different angles. You know, that's why you got to be circumspect. But the truth of the matter is, what you need to understand is, it's all in the name of making you stronger, making you wiser. I wouldn't know what I know if I didn't go through what I go through and went through, going through, and will go through to get me to the point of where I am. And that's the spirit. So you got to understand. Okay. So, hey man, controversy sells, man. This isn't for the weak-hearted over here, man. If you're afraid of, like, if you're afraid of people not liking you, or afraid of people talking shit about you online, or you're afraid of, your name is in the rumor mill and your family, this, that, and the third, then this ain't for you. Like, hey, what Ice Cube say? Hey, man, if you scared, go to church, man. You might want to just go back to, the black church. Go back to Christianity, sit in the back pew, and shut up. And listen to the pastor talk about what it was like in the 80s and shit like that. And eat, you might as well go back to that. Because over here, baby, it's a lot of excitement. Sometimes you don't want the excitement, but it's part of the roller coaster, So hey, I'm gonna close up here. I've been going for about 23 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. Just wanted to put that out there, this morning, about just understand shit ain't gonna always be sweet, man. It's all about how do you become able to be resilient and deal with shit if you never go through shit. Think about that. If you've never been through shit, how you gonna be able to handle shit? You gotta go through the shit to be able to handle the shit. It's really just that simple. Experience is king. And we're here to gain a lot of experience in a quick period of time to be able to deal with whatever's to come in our future. So we're in a crash course with experience, so that when the time comes, we'll be able to draw on these experiences and memories and moments to be able to carry us. You don't want to be no young boy with no type of, you've never done nothing or seen nothing, but you think you're going to be able to go out here and lead 10, 15, 20 people, 30 people, bunch of women. Some of this is not just leaning on spiritual powers to make you an Omni-Man or fucking superhero, man. Some of this is the spiritual power, is the masculine energy that the Lord is putting on us all here, and the feminine energy that the Lord is putting on the women as well to lead us in these times, man. All right. Hey, so with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Rakakwadash. And until next time, Shalom.